Hey guys, this is Aaron here coming at you today with an X Saber deck profile. Now I was looking at trying to look for X Saber deck profiles on YouTube a couple of days ago, 2-3 days ago, and I was like, why are there no X Saber profiles? Like I can't even find any. The only one most recent one I found was one from November 2023. I guess it hasn't been updated in a while, so yeah, I've been trying it out yesterday. I was testing this deck for like 3-4 hours, so it worked okay. Put some more modern cards into it, so hopefully you enjoyed this deck profile. And here we go. So first two monsters, I have Dino Wrestler Pankratops. Yeah, it's pretty much a bigger Cyber Dragon. If your opponent has more monsters than you do, you just summon it on the field and you just use it as like a synchro play into level 9s or level 10s. So it's a level 7 there, so you know what tuner level you have to use to synchro it together. Yeah, it helps because X Sabers they don't have a lot of monsters with big attack. The X Saber monster with the biggest attack is probably this guy, X Saber Fall Troll with 24, and then X Saber Bogart Knight with 1900. So they're not like super big attacks. So Pankratops really helps with speeding the deck up a bit and putting more board presence, which is pretty nice. And then it has a removal, a tribute, and destruction effect. It's pretty nice spot removal effect. Third monster here is it's an actual X Saber Fall Troll. I've seen people put 3 of these in the deck. I feel like if you have 3, if you draw into too many of them, it becomes dead. So I just put 1, or maybe I'd run 2. Most I'd probably run is 2. Again, if you guys aren't sure how many cards to put in the deck of each card, just put 2. Just try it out before you put 3. So 1's fine for me. Because like if you summon this guy and then this guy summons this guy, and then after you have 2 monsters in the field, then you can summon this, and then after you summon this guy, Fall Troll, you can summon another monster from your graveyard, which is pretty nice. It helps form the field. But you need some setup. You need a couple of monsters in your hand for this guy to work. So yeah. I have next one. I have 2 Tri Brigade Fractals. It just helps send monsters to the graveyard. I mean, it's different from the deck. I prefer the X Sabers to be in my hand to like spam summon, kind of like Six Samurai. But Fractals are a little bit different. It is Beast Warrior, so it's searchable along with some of these other guys. So it's a nice little addition. Just helps you dump more Beast and Beast Warriors into graves, so you can use it for something else, or you can reborn it for something else. So there's 2 of those. 3 Bogart Knight just helps you summon. The only thing I don't like about this card is that it locks you into X Saber Synchro monsters only. So you can't synchro into other monsters, but I do have 3 of these. I was thinking about bumping it down to 2 so I can run other cards, like maybe even like 3 Goblinbergs. Because if you have like Goblinberg, you can summon a level 4 or lower monster from your hand. So you can summon level 3, you can summon level 4, you can summon level 3 tuner, summon level 2 tuner with Goblinberg, go into different kinds of synchros or XCs. This guy, if you summon this guy with another monster from your hand, again, you can only summon X Saber synchros. So 3 of them for now. I might bump it down to 2 again. I don't know. 2 Gothenburg helps you XE summons. 2 Rescue Cats. It can help you. This little cat used to be, I think, it used to be banned for the longest time, and then they finally brought it back because so many spammy decks right now where Rescue Cat and Rescue Rabbit to the point where like they're okay, but they're not as strong as other cards now. But it's still pretty good. You can just pitch it, and then you just summon 2 beast monsters on the field, and then you can use the 2 level 3 beast monsters as like XE plays or links or synchros or whatever extra deck cards you need. So this is probably one of the best cards in the deck, and then this is probably one of the best. The best cards in the deck are not X Sabers in the X Saber deck, which is kind of ironic. But anyways, yeah. Rescue Cat really good for starting the combos, 1 card combo pretty much. So the cards you pick from Rescue Cat are specifically one of 3 X Saber Airbellums and 1 of 3 X Saber Dark Souls. I think this one used to be good. This is like the deck searcher, and then this one helps you discard cards from your opponent's hand, which is not as strong nowadays. It's still pretty good, but I feel like this guy's pretty like too weak for the meta nowadays. Like 1600, 3 stars. It's a little weak. It is a tuner, so I mainly use this guy to tune into synchros, like level 6 or 7 synchros. But this guy's there if you need it. The cards looks pretty cool with the blades like Wolverine blades, but Sadly, its attack's not very high and gets killed really easily, so it is there. I run 3 so I can use it with Rescue Cat. But yeah, if you couldn't use this with Rescue Cat, I'd probably run it at 1 or 2. It's there. X Saber Dark Soul, I kind of wish that you could use this guy to summon a monster from your deck instead of just keeping it into putting an extra X Saber into your hand at the very end phase. Say if you have to wait like another turn if this thing dies to grab to summon the monster that you search with this card. So not as strong nowadays, but still pretty good. Decent searcher. It's okay. Again, I use 3 of these again and 3 of these again to use with Rescue Cat. X Saber Pashul. Some people don't even run these. I like it because it's kind of like if you guys play the old school Gold format stuff back in like the early and mid 2000s. If you're around for that, it's kind of like Spirit Reaper, except it doesn't die by targeting. So it's slightly better than Spirit Reaper in some situations, but during your opponent's standby phase, you take 1,000 damage if you keep it on the field for too long. So usually, what I do is I summon this guy, Bogart Knight, and then I summon this guy with Bogart Knight's effect, and then like I synchro into like some other stuff like Hunley or something, or I summon this guy and then I summon this guy with Bogart Knight's effect with Airbellum. So level 7s it syncs into this guy, X Saber Souza. So yeah, those are mostly comic book players. You're mostly doing XCs and synchros. And then last guy's here. This guy's like kind of below average. Doesn't really do anything by himself. So you need a monster in the grave to do something. It's okay. I might take it out too. To the spells, so it's kind of a lot of monsters, 21. But spells, you have Raigeki, usual Raigeki, Feather Duster. Reinforcements to search out Goblinberg to make the speed up deck a little bit better and to go into XC plays. Air's Rock's another monster reborn for Beast, reasoning to summon more monsters, Foolish Burial, Monster Reborn, MST, Far Formation Tenki. I like to run 3 of these, so you can grab your Tribal Grade, or you can grab Bogart Knight. So it's a nice searcher card. It's probably one of the better searcher cards in the deck. Again, I find it very ironic that the better cards in the deck are not X Sabers. It's just a very, very good X Saber to support that kind of power crept X Sabers. More back row hate, Mirror Force, Solemn Strike, Solemn Judgment, Solemn Brigade, just for more defense. Again, this deck isn't the fastest deck in the world, not the strongest deck in the world. That's I run a couple of traps. You can run like Ash Blossom or whatever, but it's there if you need it. Onto extra deck. So the extra deck are the cards that actually matter. That actually matter in this deck. I have Baron de Flora, level 10 synchro. So how you can summon this guy is that you have this guy. Wait, you have this. You summon this when you have less monsters than they have on the field, and then you summon Airbellum, and then you seek these 2 into Baron de Flora. Yeah, so Baron de Flora is a good negation monster. I can't believe it's like $1 now. It used to be like 100 last year. That's why I just wait until the card drops from 100 to like a few dollars, then I buy it. This is more worth it. It's just more like fun. You can use your budget for so many other cards instead of spending so much on one card. It gets very addicting too if you spend too much. So yeah, level 10 Baron de Fleur, level 9 X Saber Gothams, level 8 Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. I used to hate this card. I still kind of do because it's so good to me. It just negates a lot of stuff, a lot of bad times with AI destroying me with Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Or you can run Stardust. A level 7 X Saber Souza, because like again, this guy Bogart Knight locks you into X Saber Synchro, so you have that right there if you need it. Black Rose Moonlight, still a pretty good card. If you run against monsters with high level monsters, you can bounce back pretty easily. It gets really annoying for your opponent, so pretty good card still to me. Go Guardian, old school synchro monster from 2008, 2009, whenever it came out. Still decent. Cherabarkion, just remove traps. X Saber Hunley, just another X Saber, because again, you get locked into level X Saber synchros again with Bogart Knight. So you do have a Hunley in case you need it. Cherry Beast to negate spells. This is probably one of my favorite synchros in the deck. Again, non-X Sabers in X Saber deck. It's probably one of my more liked cards. Tornado Dragon for Xyz, because you're running a lot of level 4s, Fractal, Bogart Knight, Goblinberg, Rescue Cat, so a lot of level 4s, Tornado Dragon, Honor Arc for defense, X-Ton Knight for offense, Beast Dweller, and then level 3 or rank 3 you have Acid Golem. I'm running it because it's old school. You can run other things because you'd be summoning a lot of these. Like you use Rescue Cat and then you summon 2 level 3s a lot, like X Saber, Dark Soul, and X Saber Rebellum. So I do run a rank 3, and then Nightmare Phoenix just cause it's there. Side cards, other cards that you could use, you could probably take out this guy, you could take out Raigagura, and you could maybe even take out some Fractals or Bogart Knights to run 3 Piranhas. She's really good with Rescue Rabbit because she's a normal monster, 1800 attack, so you just summon 2 of them and just XC into some like crazy like rank 4. Yeah, and with Rescue Rabbit. Other side cards, Ash Blossom, Infinite Impermanence, you know what they do. And then Leo's a level 10, it's an alternate level 10, it doesn't have a negation effects, but it prevents your opponent from targeting it the entire opponent's turn. And it's a big 3100 attack monster, so I like it. Not as strong, I feel like not as strong a Baron, not as flexible offensively, but defensively it's not bad. Stardust Dragon, cause Legacy. Dante, cause Dante's pretty good. And expect to die again if you switch up Piranha, X Saber Piranha into the deck. You run an expected die to summon her right away with this card, and then you can just normal summon and then keep spamming the board, which is pretty nice too. So yeah, that's the end of the deck profile. Tell me what you think. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope I gave you some pretty good suggestions, and I will see you next time. Bye.